Hello guys, my name is Dr. Serdest Tashdelen I. I'm IMG from Bogomolets National Medical University. I studied in Kiev, Ukraine, and today I'm gonna give experience from my third and sixth years about Krok exam. If you are still studying in Ukraine or some post-Soviet Union countries, probably you know this kind of exams. And I'm gonna give and explain how to prepare correctly and what you should do before and even during the exam. We know that there is two types of exam. The first one is who gonna pass third year students, and the second one is sixth year students. But don't worry about that because the tactics of exam is actually the same. Doesn't matter if you are preparing even the third course or sixth course. The most important thing, you should finish last 10 years basis of the questions. And you can actually follow my steps, which right now I'm gonna give, or even you can create yourself your steps. You can get some notes, you can take some notes during that lecture, and you can create your own steps. Let's start from first step. The first, just get the questions PDF version and take to print of the questions. Make two books from printed questions. One of from should be 2011 to, for example, 2015, and second book it can be 2015 to 2020. And the second step, how to read questions. You should separate years by years your questions. For example, let's start based off 2011 questions from 2011 to 2020. First reading of one base should have read very slow and carefully. My advice is from 2011 to 2015 questions, minimum 3 times you should repeat. And the last 5 years from 2015 to 2020 reads maximum minimum 6 times each basis. Third step, the most important step, when you are reading the questions, you can observe two types of the questions. I mean what? Type 1 is questions which depends your medical knowledge. And the type 2 is absolutely not depends your medical knowledge. And you should differentiate this two type of questions. It is very important. Like, fourth step is how to take notes and studying. We said there's two type of questions, but let's start like how to prepare this kind of questions, like type 1 questions and type 2. If you are reading first time, you should take all of your notes on the papers which you already print. Place your notes next to questions. It should be very helpful. If you are on type 1 questions, take your markers and just tick questions which you didn't understand the solution ways. And for type 2 questions, take another color of marker and tick again the questions which you are going to think you will not gonna remember of the questions. Because the type 2 question is usually for memorizing, not understanding. And always just take some keywords from questions and marker them to memorize question. For type 1 questions which you already tick by marker, you should search the title and subject of questions. For example, if you are reading some questions about cardiovascular system on path morphology and you don't understand at all, you should repeat that subject. And here is the main thing, main goal is understand solution ways of the questions. If you understand what questions want to give you, you will just see the keys and you will choose the correct answer. Step 5 is about your repeating questions. If you finish read from papers, you must repeat questions on some several websites. And even application platforms now they are actively. I will give you some websites which I prepared exam. In one day you should do minimum 2 exams on website. For example, 2011 and 2012, you should do today and tomorrow. You should do 2013 and 2014. I know it can be really boring, but please don't give up and try to do your best correct answer, like 98% correct. And success doesn't come to you, you go to it. Like, remember that. Here is my 5 step of how to pass Krok exam. Thank you so much. I'm new on YouTube and I need your supports and following. If you have some recommendations to medical students who is studying in Ukraine, so please comment and share with us. Thank you so much. Please don't forget to subscribe.